they're giving to a cause that hits close to home for one member. Good morning, Elon. You're taking an early look over this morning.
Thanks for tuning in on this frigid Thursday morning. I'm Paige Peroso.
And I'm Ashley McGettrick. Now, if you haven't noticed, it's pretty cold.
When I walked over here, it was 12 degrees, and my lip gloss was frozen. Everything was frozen.
You know, you said your lip gloss got frozen before. I said, better your lip gloss than my snot, because everyone's sick. It's freezing.
It's bad.
But you know what? We're going to have a great morning anyway. So to give us a better look at the weather and hopefully a more optimistic look, Jenny Hook is in downtown Elon in the freezing cold. Jenny, please give us some good news.
Good morning, Ashley. Though it's a chilly 12 degrees right now, it won't stay this cold all week. The past few days, temperatures have been low as winter storms have been working their way up north. But let's take a look at the Phoenix 5-day forecast to see temperatures for the rest of the week. Today, we'll see a little sun peeking through the clouds, getting the high up to 19 degrees with a low of a startling 1 degree. This weekend, we'll get a small break from the cold with a sunny Friday, giving us temps near the 30s, and Saturday making it all the way into the 40s. Then the temperatures will take a big jump, pushing 60 degrees by Sunday. Monday, temperatures will start dropping again, giving us a chance of more snow on Monday and Tuesday. So take advantage of the weekend weather before you have to break back out the snow boots and blankets. With all of this crazy North Carolina weather going on, try to stay safe and warm, Elon. With your Phoenix 5-day forecast, I'm Jenny Hook. Ashley, back to you.
Thank you, Jenny. In this cold, you probably felt crunching under your boots while walking to class. That's because Physical Plant has been placing de-icing salt on the streets and sidewalks to keep them safe. Physical Plant Director Tom Flood says that his crew spreads a mix of sodium, calcium, magnesium, and potassium chlorides. The combination creates a salt that works in lower temperatures because it can create more heat. Flood says while the salt is corrosive, can damage the landscape, and increase chance of runoff, it's actually worth the damage.
Well, when it comes down to keeping the campus safe and our students safe and faculty and staff, that's job one.
Physical Plant uses a total of roughly 10 tons of the salt mixture per storm for the 15 miles of sidewalk and more than 4,000 parking spots.
Now, according to an Elon police report, during an alcohol compliance operation, the coffee shop and bar allegedly sold an alcoholic beverage to an underage buyer. The report says an undercover cop was located in the bar when the beverage was sold.
The police report says the bartender did not ask for ID or ask the buyer how old they were. The Oak House bartender was cited for selling a malt beverage to a person under 21. We will have more on this story online.
Now, if you were just waking up, we have Katie Kaler live in the studio to tell you the 5 things you need to know before you start your day. Katie?
Thanks, ladies. Starting out on this chilly North Carolina morning, we are not the only state in the nation experiencing extreme cold. According to the National Weather Service, most of the east half of the country is experiencing lower than normal temperatures. Parts of the southeast and Midwest are experiencing their coldest temperatures since the 1990s. In Ferguson, Missouri, the Justice Department is expected to announce a lawsuit against Ferguson Police Department unless the department agrees to make changes of their own. The lawsuit is for, quote, discriminatory racial tactics used by officers. According to Attorney General Eric Holder, the lawsuit comes after an investigation following the shooting death of Michael Brown by Ferguson police officer Darren Wilson. The Justice Department is not expected to announce any charges against Wilson himself, but against the police department as a whole. On Capitol Hill, President Obama named Joseph Clancy as the new head of the Secret Service. Clancy is the chief of the president's security detail. In his new role, Clancy will have to deal with the agency that endured a number of security breaches in the past few months. Doctors are concerned at the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center after 2 patients died from CRE bacteria, which is also considered a superbug. The drug-resistant bacteria CRE has affected 7 patients at the hospital and up to 100 additional have been exposed. Epidemiologists say that this bacteria can kill half the people who get it. Doctors believe that the patients were exposed to the superbug during routine endoscopic procedures. And on a lighter note, take a look at this book. Although Dr. Seuss died in 1991, a box of his leftover sketches and drawings are coming together in a new book called What Pet Should I Get? It is due to be published in July. Those are the 5 things you should know before starting your day. Ashley and Paige, back to you.
Thank you, Katie. You know, there's nothing like a good app, and our Michelle Alfini's got a great one coming up today. Michelle, what's going on?
All right, well, if you are anything like me, you probably are juggling a few job and internship interviews. And so I have this great app that can really help you out with that. It can be a little stressful, but this app really helps you prepare. So it's called Job Interview Q&A, and what it does is it lets you look at practice interview questions and really try them out. So this is the get to know you introduction questions. They're typical questions that you can get in any interview. And so what it does is you pick a question and an interview coach will ask you about that question and then you get to answer. But the fun thing about this app is you can really see your answer from the perspective of the interview. So you click see your answer and you can record a video, it connects to your camera, and then you can watch yourself answering the question to see how you look from the perspective of your interviewer. With your app of the week, I'm Michelle Alfini.
Thanks, Michelle. And a short list of questions are available for free, but you can buy them for more and download. And after the break, our Ashley Boley is live in Mosley Kitchen for college cooking to show us how to make a cake in a cup.
And we'll be speaking to SGA student body plans for the upcoming year. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
It does.
And like that, you're a job creator.
Welcome back to ELN Morning. While today may seem like a normal Thursday, for some ELN students, it is a day of celebration. Today is the day of Chinese New Year. Zihao Wang is an international student from China, but this year he is spending the holiday at ELN. Although he misses his family and the food, his friends are celebrating this year with him.
I and our other 3 friends, just go out because we have to eat. It's like Chinese tradition on like Chinese New Year. We have to eat. We have to get a big meal.
According to the Chinese lunar calendar, this year is the year of the goat, Shi Ning Kao La. And in case you didn't get that, kind of like I didn't probably pronounce it right, that means Happy Chinese New Year in Mandarin.
And while it is a new year for some, it is a new term for others. We are now joined by our new SGA student body president-elect, Avery Stedman. Now, Avery, you are our first female body president in over 22 years, and if I'm doing the math right, that was before you were born.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's pretty crazy to me. I was pretty shocked when I found that out. I mean, we have the plaques with all the student body presidents on the boards, and I've met a few of them back to like 10 years ago, but it's crazy that it's been 22 years since there's a female, especially with such a huge female population at our school.
No, it's so exciting. Everyone's excited for you. It's such a cool stat that you get to say. You brought it back. So what are your goals for the upcoming year once you start your term?
Yeah, I think one goal is just to stay connected and stay grounded and be sure to reach out and fulfill what I've said and what I will plan to make happen in the year. So hopefully everything that I want to see happen can.
All right, well, we are so excited for your upcoming term. We're so happy for you here. It's great. I'm excited. The first female president in 22 years. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
Good
you.
luck with your term.
Thank you.
Now, switching gears, Valentine's Day is over, but there's another holiday today. You might not have heard of it, and it's giving you an excuse to eat even more chocolate. Our Ashley Bowley is live in the Mosley kitchen with some yummy treats. Ashley?
Thanks, Ashley. I'm here, and today is National Chocolate Day, according to food.com. And if it's too cold for ice cream outside, I've got a quick and easy mug cake you can make from your dorm room. So in about 3 minutes, I have 2 steps to show you one delicious treat. I've the milk, chocolate chips, flour, cocoa, and sugar added. So I'm just going to add a half a tablespoon of vegetable oil here to our mug cake. This is a Thin Mint Girl Scout mug cake because it is February, which is Girl Scout month, and lots of cookies are on sale. So we're gonna add some vegetable oil. We are gonna do a half a teaspoon of peppermint extract, pour that in, and we're also going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, not baking soda. Don't wanna confuse the two. And let's get that in there. And we're also gonna do, lastly, is just a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you can see all this online. For the full recipe, just go to elonlocalnews.com. And you just have to mix it all together. And what's unique about this recipe is that it's completely done in the microwave, but we wanna make sure we mix it up nice and good. Oh, it smells delicious. Just like Girl Scout Thin Mints. All right, and once it is all mixed up, you just pop it in your microwave for only 60 seconds. Yum, okay, so I've already got one made here. And here it is. And I'm gonna go on and try a bite. Okay, I know this spoon is dirty, but we're just gonna dive in. And big bite, it's delicious. Back to you in the studio.
Well, and we magically just have some over here. Ashley actually earlier this
Beforehand,
morning.
it's great.
So
It
it's not
smells
as fresh.
really good,
I don't know if
too.
you can see, but it's got this nice moon type texture to it.
We
It's
like
really
it
good.
smells mint and chocolate. I love it.
Let's see.
Try it out.
I'm like
Oh,
dissecting this.
I know.
I feel like a judge on
Was that good, guys? Was it okay?
All right, ready?
Okay.
I never like to look up because I feel like if I make eye contact,
That's good. Made it in a microwave?
Yeah.
That's really good.
It smells divine. They need to make smell-o-vision so that.
That's our next thing on ELN Morning. Smell-o-vision.
Okay, now that I'm joking, I guess that means it's time to move on. We are going to go over to see a dog who Jasmine Turner caught up with. I still have chocolate in my mouth.
I got it.
And this dog is spreading its love all over Burlington, so let's take a look.
He was a puppy, and he assumed everyone loved him. So he would just go up and, automatically kiss everybody.
Meet Shaka, a 3-year-old lab border collie mix, and his owner, Kathleen Johns. The pair can be found at the Jigs Askew Memorial Bark Park in Burlington every weekend.
He wins everybody over, even if they're afraid of dogs. He manages to win them over.
While there are a lot of furry friends running around the Jigs Askew Memorial Bark, one spends his free time changing lives.
I started thinking about using him as a therapy dog, which I'd always wanted to be able to do.
Johns and Shaka can be found doing service all over the community, from reading programs for children to nursing homes to even working with children with disabilities. Shaka provides comfort and a stress relief for those he comes in contact with.
We've had a really enjoyable couple of years.
For Johns, Shaka's love for people has made her a better person.
He's made me a much more open, friendly person, and I've had a much happier life, actually.
And no matter who he meets, his magic touch seems to rub off on everyone.
I don't think there has been a person that he's has not really had a bond with in some way.
Jasmine Turner, ELN Morning.
Johns is hoping to spend even more time with Shaka in local schools and is thinking of traveling to disaster relief areas throughout the country.
Now when we come back from break, we'll sit down with the ladies behind the new web series, Lightweights. See how Elon is bringing
The themes of shades of gray to Elon on the stage after the break.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does.
And like that, you're a job creator.
Welcome back to ELN Morning. Now you may have heard a lot about BDSM relationships through all the buzz with 50 Shades of Grey. Now if you don't know the acronyms, it is relationships involving bondage, dominance, or submission. And now these relationships are coming to the Elon stage. Deviance, a play written and directed by Elon senior Jesse Bond, is opening this weekend at the Center for the Arts. Deviance will highlight the good and the bad of BDSM relationships. Executive producer Ryan James Monroe explains the importance of exploring consensual BDSM.
That's one of the major themes of the show. As you know, I'm interested in this and I'd like to experience this with you, but let's be safe about it and let's both agree to do it.
The show will be performed in the Black Box this weekend, February 19th through the 21st at 7:30 p.m. To get tickets, email renegadetickets@gmail.com.
That was a quick look at the new comedic web series Lightweights, and we have the creators, Elon Senior Anna Weiss, with us here today to tell us more about your show. So thank you so much for joining us today. Now, this is something, it's very entrepreneurial of you. You guys went out, you started it, you're starring in it. Does it mean that much more to you than any other show you'd work on? Because this is totally your baby, I guess you could say?
Yeah, totally. That's one reason why we wanted to do it, is because we have this short amount of time here at college where we really can express ourselves in pretty much any way we want. So we just put our whole heart and souls into this particular show.
We have like a lot of resources here, but still you guys are, this is you guys writing the scripts and starring and everything. So this was totally from scratch? that you guys started all
Yeah,
this?
we went to London together last spring, and we found out that we have the same senses of humor, and we were like, what if we did a web series together? And we both got really excited, and then found some really talented friends to join on, and kind of just progressed from there.
And there's some funny stuff in here. Is that from personal experience or imagination?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, a mixture.
We take what feelings we're experiencing and then really heighten those situations, so not exact.
A little dramatization of what goes
Absolutely.
on, Elon. It's very nice. Cool, and on one of the first issues you addressed the issue of drugs in the first episode. That's the thing. So it's comedy, but we're dealing with some real subject material here too. How do you guys balance that?
Well, we certainly don't want to be sensationalists. That's not what we're into. We're not trying to shock anyone, but you do get to college and you're introduced to a lot more than maybe you were before, and it's a lot to take in. So that's kind of the feelings we're trying to evoke there.
Great, and I know I've already watched the first episode, but we can check the rest of yours out online when you upload. Do you have a schedule for uploading yet, or the new schedule?
Roughly every 2 weeks.
Yeah, every 2 weeks.
As
Okay,
quick as we
I'll
can
be
get it out.
refreshing every 2
Oh,
weeks. I'll be
thank
there.
you.
Great, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
But before we go, we're going to take a look at the next episode. Are we going to take a look at? Let's see what we got.
Hey Chad, it's me. I was just thinking maybe we could hang out sometime soon or something stupider than that. And I was like, blah, 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 long voicemail.
So you're making guttural noises at him on the phone?
Weird.
Anyways.
That was actually this first episode that came out. I was going to say that looks familiar because, like I said, I've already watched it 3 times, so you should definitely check it out. And now we're going to toss it over to Paige, who has a special guest in the studio today.
Well, I am here. We can check that Lightweights link out on our Facebook or Twitter. But we are here now. We're going to have them perform soon. They're going to be coming after their break. We'll have an organization who's making a wish and for Elon's cause.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money.
This is your computer. Let's go on the internet.
Let's go. Okay. She's gonna love me all over again. Now,
Jamaica, here you come.
here we go.
Good job.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
I've come up with a family emergency plan.
What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
Me too.
Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
Hey, Mom. I got the job.
You've got the job. Welcome aboard.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Donate to Goodwill. Help provide job training in your community.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
This weekend, Vital Signs is hosting their 2nd annual Make-A-Wish concert in Whitley Auditorium. Now, we have Vital Signs member Nick Cook here to tell us more. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. So tell us a little bit more about the concert.
So this is our 2nd annual concert, and the inspiration behind it is that my little sister is a Make-A-Wish child. And so last year we had this event during the snow week. So it's ironic that we're having this
Back in
weather
the snow again.
Yep, exactly. And so we have 8 a cappella groups performing, and we have a Make-A-Wish child that we're sponsoring, and my sister will be there again. And so it's just a really incredible event, and 100% of the proceeds go to Make-A-Wish.
Okay, and all the proceeds through ticket sales and donations, correct?
Yeah, so you can donate online. You can watch the concert live online if you can't be there. And then we also are going to take all the ticket proceeds and donations and put it towards the cause. So we're trying to raise $5,000.
Okay, wow.
Which is pretty big, but I think we can do it.
All right, and what's the best part about doing this concert?
I think it's such a rewarding experience because I know the money is going to such a great cause because this organization helped people like my sister. She's a leukemia survivor, and 2 summers ago, her wish was to go to Disney World, and so we went, and it was by far the happiest I had ever seen her during her chemo treatment. So that's one of the biggest parts of it, is doing it for kids like my sister.
Right. And at this concert, is it all a cappella groups, or is it, so it's all thousands of them at ELN? We have so many.
Yeah, so we have 6 a cappella groups. All 6 ELN groups are performing, and then we also have 2 guest groups from across North Carolina coming.
Great,
so
I love
it's going to be very fun.
Well, thank you so much. Miles Science is going to perform, so you can head over to the group, and I'll take the mic for you. There you go, and they're going to perform.
Thank you. Before we go, make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And now we're going to hear an awesome preview of what's to come this weekend. So will you guys sing us out? Great.
Don't know just how it happened.
Jamming over here, wow. So more of this to come this weekend. Is this a song we're going to be hearing this weekend too? No. Okay, so that was an ELN exclusive. That was exclusive. Great. Do you have a few more notes to sing us till the end? We got a few more seconds. A little more notes. Put you on the spot. Anything? Yeah, sure. Okay, great.
Oh, wow.
Love it.
Okay, we'll sing loud.
Here,
Go for it.